Hello, and thank you for using the TrainTrack software. In this video, we will be going over how to add, edit, and delete completions. One of the ways to add completions is through the training detail screen. Hover over training and select View Edit. Locate the training that you want to add completions for. Under the Status tab, you will see a link for Mark All Complete. This will allow you to add completions for multiple employees for the same training. On this screen, you can type in a date, then click on Set Date to apply this date to all employees that are required to complete this training. From here, you can delete any dates for employees who do not need to have a completion added. You can also edit the completion date if needed. And then when you're all set, you can scroll to the bottom and click on Add Records. Before doing this, please make sure that the first record or the top row does have a completion date listed. If this employee does not need a completion added, go ahead and leave it there, and I'll show you how to delete that completion in a moment. So we're going to click on Add Records. Now everyone that has a completion date listed will have a completion added. So their status should update, and anyone who did not have a completion added, their status will remain the same as it was. If you're all set, you can go back to Training Detail, and you will see the status is updated on the status screen as well. You can also add individual completions by going to the Complete or History tabs and clicking on Add Completion Records. Select an employee to add a completion for. If you type in the first letter of the person's last name, you will be taken to that spot on the list. You can enter or select a completion date, enter a cost, and score if you would like. We recommend always leaving the pass checkbox checked off unless you're trying to add a failed completion. If you would like to link a file that's accessible through a web browser, feel free to paste it into this field. And when you're all set, click Add. The screen will reset for you to be able to add another completion for a different employee if you would like. But if you're all done, you can simply click on Back to Training Detail and review the completion that was added listed. Keep in mind that the Complete tab will only show you completions that are not expired, whereas the History tab will show you all historical completions for that training. If you need to edit a completion, simply click on the completion date, make any changes that you need, and click on Save Changes. You can also enter an expiration date for the training or edit the currently calculated expiration date as long as it is before the currently calculated expiration date. You're also able to edit the cost, the score, the revision, and edit or delete the linked file. When you're done making any changes, click on Save Changes and you're all set. Click back to Training Detail, and you can go back to the training you were on. If you need to delete a completion, you can do this from either the Complete or the History tabs. Select any completion by clicking on the completion date. Scroll to the bottom and click on Delete this record. If you would like to upload a file to completion, simply go to the History tab, locate any completion you would like to add or upload a file to, and click on Upload. You can choose a file by clicking on Choose File and then locating the file you want to upload. Click Open and click Upload. If you go back to the History tab and scroll down, you will see that file name of the file that you just uploaded to the completion. If you click on the file name, it will open for you. You can also add completions as a group from the employee detail screen as well. To get to your employee list, hover over employees and click on View Edit, then locate the employee that you would like to add completions for. You will see the Mark All Complete link under the Status tab also. And this will allow you to add completions for multiple training records for the selected employee. Enter in a date and click on Set Date to populate the completion fields. Delete any completion dates for training records you do not want to add completions for, and edit any of the dates if you need. When you're all set, just click on Add Records, and all the training records that had a completion date listed will now have a completion date added, and the status should update to completed. Any training records that did not have a completion date listed will remain the same, and the status will not change. When you're all done, click on Back to Employee Detail, and you're all set. You can also edit completions or delete completions from the employee detail as well by clicking on Completed Training History and clicking on any completion date. You can edit the completion date as long as you are not editing it to be a future date. And you can edit the expiration date as long as it's before the calculated date that's listed. Here you can edit the cost, the score, the revision, and a linked file as well. Save changes or delete this record if you need to delete the completion. When you're all done, click on Back to Training Detail and you're all set. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day.